Community radio for North Herts. This is North Herts Radio.
Now, the community are coming together and they're really trying to help people who are struggling right now with all this lockdown and everything, getting food and all that kind of stuff. Football clubs are finding it very difficult as well, but they are stepping up and being ambassadors for the community. And I am so thrilled to be joined on the line by Alex Tunbridge, CEO of Stevenage Football Club. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, thank you very much. How are you doing?
Yeah, busy.
Yeah, I can imagine. Tell us, there's been a lot of press. You were on BBC News yesterday about the work that Stevenage Football Club are doing to support their community. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we made the decision a week ago to cease all of our football services and turn our football club into a community outreach programme for the over 70s who are going to be in isolation for the foreseeable months. And we set up 4 services using all of our staff. The first is a chat service, so if you're at home, you're lonely, you want to just have a chat, or you want to find out some basic information, you can give us a call. The second one is working with our local food banks, so we're working on encouraging people to make donations and assisting with the distribution of and collection of food. The third one is a community kitchen, and we've got a sandwich service which started yesterday with 100 rounds of sandwiches going out into the community every day. And the last one is an errand service, so if that's a prescription that needs collecting or your bins need putting out, you can give us a call and our staff will come out in a safe manner and take care of that task.
That's fantastic. And how the food bank, when we're hearing that food banks are having real struggle to keep up with the demand for that they have for food, how is that working for you? Are the public stepping up and bringing stuff down to you?
So they're not bringing it to us. We're encouraging them to put them into existing food banks. So there's one in Stevenage Town Centre by HSBC. You go down there, make the donation. We're working a lot more on the logistics side. So going out, there's a lot of food currently in food bank drop-off points around the communities, so in local community centres and churches that are now closed. And we're working to go access into those buildings, collect it and bring it back into the depots.
That's brilliant. And I noticed yesterday, you've mentioned your chat line where people can just call if they're feeling isolated, and that is absolutely groundbreaking because I don't think very many people are doing that. Who had the idea for that? I mean, where did that come from?
It's a whole multitude of people, really. Some of it stems from our chairman, one of our directors. Also working in partnership with Stevenage Football Club Foundation, which is the club's charity. They've got a lot of highly skilled staff that already offer a lot of these services. So we're just working together as a joined-up one-club approach. Yesterday we had a couple of players out and the first-team manager, and we're all going to try and do our bit to make a difference in the community. That's fantastic. Now, if you briefly mentioned there, if people want to donate food, where are the places that they can take it to donate? The best thing to do is go onto our website, and there's a whole host of information about food bank locations. There's about 6 or 7 in the local community, and all you need to do is look at the items they're requiring at the minute, and just go and make a drop. You don't need to speak to anyone at all. You can just look online, find the details, and just drop them off remotely, and they will go to the right people in the right places. That's awesome. And how is the club holding up? We know that a lot of clubs are struggling because, of course, you're not playing games at the moment, and a lot of the funds that you get are on the gate from people coming to watch the games and stuff. How's it going for you? Yes, it's difficult. We're no different to any other business. We need cash into the business to keep ourselves alive. We haven't played a home game since the middle of February due to the bad weather we had. We were due to play 6 more home games between then and the end of the season, so we've lost out on that revenue. Also the subsidiaries, so your bars, retail and other matchday incomes. As well as that, we've also lost all our conference and banqueting spaces, and also our private hire of pitches and academy coaching courses. So we've really been stripped there in terms of income streams, and we're just solely reliant now on the money coming in from the Football League and any other innovative ideas we can come up with over the coming months. Oh God, we really feel for you because obviously it's so tough for everybody, but especially for you when you rely on all this income and you're doing such great work for the community as well. It's such a shame that you're struggling to keep. So tell us a little bit about the future of football. What's going to happen? Do you think now, because you're not going to be playing games probably for a couple of months? Do you think everything's going to be shifted? I'm not a football aficionado, so I don't really know an awful lot about this. But you can tell our listeners what's going to happen with the league now. Do you think? Yeah, so everything's still a little bit up in the air. The play's been suspended till the 30th of April. Our season was due to finish a few days before that. The big sort of line in the sand is the 30th of June. So in the Football League and certainly the Premier League as well, all player contracts stop on the 30th of June. Some, if they're on a 2 or 3 year deal, will roll over, but those that expire 30th of June means you will have players that will be free to go and apply their trade elsewhere. So if the season isn't concluded by the 30th, there will be some interesting scenarios and legalities that will need to be played out. So some of the non-leagues leagues are just making some decisions now. Rugby's decided to null and void. For us, we're currently bottom of the Football League, unfortunately. So if it was a null and void, there would be a benefit to that. But we're not thinking about that at the minute. No. We're really just making sure that as many people as possible stay fit and healthy. And the next time we kick a ball, as many of those people can be here to see us do it.
Fantastic. And how are you keeping your players fit and healthy? I'm assuming that you're still training, but with distance between you and all that kind of stuff?
So, no, we stopped training on Friday. The players were in last week, and they're currently working on their own programmes at home. So, as is the power of technology, they've all got GPS tracking vests, so we can see how far they're running and the heart rates and all kinds of things like that. So we're really using technology to ensure they're as fit as they can be. I'm sure when we come back, there will only be a very short period of pre-season, maybe a couple of weeks before we kick a ball again. So it's important that those guys stay fit and ready to return.
Wow, and that's great. You're using technology. Technology has really come into its own now, isn't it? That's brilliant.
It is.
So if you had a message for all the Stevenage Football Club fans right now, what would it be?
I think the biggest message at the minute is support your club by making a donation to the food bank or offering to volunteer your time on these services. We are rolling out a volunteer programme in the coming weeks once the infrastructure is fully in place. Football will return one day, but for the minute, it's really not important. Let's focus on looking after each other.
That's brilliant. Alex, stay safe, look after yourself and all the players. We wish you the very, very best. And thank you so much for being absolutely brilliant for the community in Stevenage and the surrounding areas. I mean, you've really have stepped up to help people out, your fans that have supported you. Hopefully they're getting support back. So well done to you guys.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Okay, take care. See you soon.
NorthHeartsRadio.com